At 11:42 p.m., the sky above the Pacific Ocean split open like torn fabric, revealing a churning void behind the stars. From the breach, 7 obelisks emerged, black as obsidian, humming with vibrations no human ear could hear but every bone could feel. Each obelisk was over 300 feet tall, rotating slowly, perfectly synchronized, as if pulled by some invisible thread that stitched gravity itself. They floated above the waves for exactly 13 minutes before vanishing from radar and reappearing simultaneously over 7 of Earth's most densely populated cities: New York, Tokyo, Cairo, Sao Paulo, London, Jakarta, and Moscow. No message. No signal. Just presence. And then silence. People panicked. News networks speculated everything from advanced technology to gods. Conspiracy theories flooded every platform. But by 12:05 a.m., the real horror began. The ground beneath each obelisk began to rot. Not burn, not crack, *rot star. Asphalt turned soft. Concrete melted into sludge. Glass sagged like wax. And the people closest to the structures, those brave enough to stand under them, take selfies, protest, pray, collapsed. Not dead. Not unconscious. Just empty. Their bodies stood stiff, eyes wide, mouths slightly open. Still breathing. But no one was home. Scientists were the first to fall next, those sent to study the objects. Then soldiers. Then journalists. Anyone who stayed within 2 kilometers for longer than 11 minutes became one of them, frozen, hollow, unresponsive. They called it the Quiet Plague. Within 48 hours, over 4 million people stood motionless in those cities, clogging streets, crowding buildings, filling every visible space. The governments responded in different ways. Japan evacuated Tokyo with brutal precision. Brazil tried to blow the obelisk up. The missile never reached it, it simply disintegrated midair. In Russia, Moscow was firebombed. Half the city burned, but the obelisk remained untouched, casting no shadow. That was when the second phase started. Each obelisk emitted a pulse. Measured. Timed. Mathematical. A wave of invisible energy that swept out every 6 hours. The first pulse fried every unshielded circuit in a 1,000-mile radius. Planes fell. Satellites blinked out. Grids collapsed. The second pulse caused hallucinations, shared, synchronized visions. People from different continents reported the same dream, a vast white plain, filled with thousands of towering alien beings all pointing downward into the ground. In the center, a hole. Deep. Bottomless. And something rising. The third pulse killed. No warning. No blood. Just sudden drops, heart attacks, brain aneurysms, silent death. 43,000 gone in an instant. After that, the world stopped waiting. The United States, France, and India formed a joint coalition to launch what they called Operation Eclipse, an orbital assault using kinetic rods from space. If these things came from the stars, General Leem said, we'll send them back in pieces. On day 6, the rods fell. 30-ton tungsten shafts dropped from orbit at hypersonic speeds, guided by the last working AI targeting systems. The impact on the New York obelisk was visible from space. Dust. Fire. A crater. But as the smoke cleared, the obelisk floated, untouched. It hadn't even moved. At 11:42 p.m., exactly 7 days since their arrival, the obelisk shifted. For the first time, they moved independently, rotating faster. Glowing faintly. And then they spoke. Not aloud. Not digitally. The message entered the human mind like a splinter behind the eyes. You were borrowers, you have spoiled the gift, the contract ends, the host awakens, panic turned into hysteria. Riots broke out. Suicide cults formed. Religious groups declared the end. But in bunkers beneath Montana, a small scientific enclave led by Dr. Rhea Moreland worked on the only thing left that might matter. A message. A counterfrequency. A final attempt to communicate not with the obelisks, but with whatever they were summoning. "This isn't just destruction," she said. "It's preparation. Like they're softening the crust. Loosening the veil. Something is underneath us. Waiting to surface." Her team launched the signal on every surviving band: radio, ultraviolet, deep gamma. A simple message: "We see you, we are here, we remember." For 38 seconds, all 7 obelisks stopped spinning. The quiet spread across the earth. Even the wind died. And then came the noise. A low rumble, deep as thunder, but slow and steady, like a drumbeat beneath the planet's skin. It echoed through caves. Shook seismographs. Split ancient rocks in half. The tectonic plates shifted unnaturally. Volcanoes began to swell. And in the heart of every continent, the ground cracked open. Not down, but outward. Giant slits in the earth peeled back, revealing not magma, but metallic roots. Machinery. Tendrils. Networks older than civilization. Older than bones. Humanity had built its empires atop the surface of something long buried, and now it was waking. The final transmission from the obelisks came on day 9. "The shell is broken, the seed has hatched, the ERA ends from the Atlantic Ocean." Something rose. A shape bigger than any ship, bigger than any mountain. No eyes. No face. No words. Just presence. And the stars above began to dim.